Yeah.
Next
Facts.
on deck.
The sky is not falling. See, here's my thing. I'm very aligned with Tim, right? But the hatred
just jumped right out of his soul.
I don't understand where it came
It's
from.
like the Holy Ghost hatred came out of him.
Yeah, it's almost like, well, what are you talking about, bro? And also, how about this? Had a common courtesy to call.
He didn't text you back though, did he?
I'm gonna tell you why I don't align with Tim at all. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 different statements in this rant that he's on where it's all about money or something about viewership or how people act. This man is telling us out loud that he'll do anything for clicks.
You didn't watch my video. I said very clearly, guys, I do not want an audience of Democrats. It would be nothing but a headache. This is where you come when you finally realize that the Democrats ain't gonna do shit for you. See, there's an ecosystem, right? If you were formerly a progressive and you finally get tired of banging nails into cement walls with your forehead, trying to make believe that you're gonna get the Democratic Party to put policy forth that help Black people, you end up here. And but I gotta get to my first thing, okay? My first thing that I wanna address, and that's gonna be the Three Stooges. Let's address the video that I put out a few days ago. It's about TYT and TYT, the claims that TYT had moved to the right. And people were complaining about that. And one of those people was Mondale Robinson. My initial critique, you just found out Jank was phony? That's my critique. This is bullshit for us to be acting like we're surprised that people that are for profit are trying to for profit by moving towards shitting all over shitting on the Democrats. They used to shit on the Trump. They shitted on Trump for years, non-stop, like Machine Gun Kelly, like rapid fire dumping on Trump. Every other video. They did a series of videos, I brought this up, about losing Trump. They were hard on Trump. They blamed everything wrong with America on Trump. Trump was what was wrong. If it wasn't for Trump, everything in America would be great. Black people will no longer be at the bottom of everything, and there'll be peace on earth. And everyone would have health care, a job, guaranteed job, the environment would clean up, everything would be straight. And we just got rid of that damn Trump. Okay, so that was my first critique. I'll be clear. That was my point blank thing in the beginning that I wanted to say. Where it came in, where I'm going at the Three Stooges. And I'm calling out the Three Stooges because I'm being funny. I'm funny. My goal is to entertain as well as inform. That's my goal, okay? And I think I do a decent job sometimes. I am humble. I don't have to seek to not be arrogant. I'm not arrogant. But I know my ability. Here's the thing, guys. I'm not pocket watching what you guys do. I just looked at this as a play for money. So here was my point. When I said, wow, I saw a video that was at 350,000 views from Ben Dixon, I was shocked. I was literally shocked, fam. Ben Dixon, I forgot you even did content. I'm gonna be serious, man. I didn't even know you out here doing content, bro. I'm so fucking busy. I don't pay attention to what you do. Ben Dixon. I didn't even know you Pastor Dixon. I don't know what you doing, bro. I don't watch your content. Ben, this is what y'all gotta understand. Three Stooges, Marcus Ferrell, who I talked to today, hope we cleared the air a little bit. I don't pay attention to what you do, Ben. You're not even in my algorithm, son. We not competing. Dog, when I do my analytics, you don't even show up as a channel people that watch me watch. In 2020, when I lost my dad and I decided to go all in on everything that matters about Black people, I left all that behind and I began the very slow process of rebuilding my brand, my reputation, and aligning my focus with Black issues first, be one. Everyone who watches my channel should know that. So when I say Ben Dixon, Marcus Ferrell, and Mayor, that we are not in competition, I mean that shit. There's nothing similar about our deliveries. Only thing similar about us is that we are black people. We're black men. That is it. Our ideologies are different. Particularly, I may be more aligned with Marcus Ferrell than but the other two. Y'all Democrats, dog. My people don't fuck with Democrats. I do not want an audience of Democrats. It would be nothing but a headache. This is where you come when you finally realize that the Democrats ain't gonna do shit for you. See, there's an ecosystem, right? If you were formerly a progressive and you finally get tired of banging nails into cement walls with your forehead, trying to make believe that you're gonna get the Democratic Party to put policy forth that help black people, you end up here. Okay? You got people that still believe. I don't think you believe, though. Mayor is a Democratic mayor. Come on, dog. And Ben has been kissing Democrat Party ass ever since I know him. And I have receipts for all of this. This is just the narrative in the beginning to clear it up. I didn't put out a video to hate on you. I don't hate you. If you destroy TYT and take it and get all of their viewers, which you will not, you are black. Hello? It'll never fucking happen. You may get Ken Klippenstein to retweet you and other various white people with huge followings to share your content. But once you start, if you ever decide to assume a platform like mine, where you put B first, black first, where you focus on black people's needs first, they'll drop you like a high kick. They will drop kick you. You'll be done. That's what I mean. Are we clear? Recap. I don't have beef with y'all. I don't watch you. I didn't know you were doing shit. I was shocked when I saw this video. The first thing I thought was, who did Ben Dixon blow to get 350,000 views? Because he's a boring motherfucker. I'm sorry. The first thing I thought when I saw that you had 350,000 views, Ben, was what white man helped you get that? I guess I should not have mentioned it if I wasn't going to say it all the way out. Because you started inferring all types of gross shit.
Why act like you don't know my name? Why in 1 second you say, hey man, you know what? I didn't even know you went through all that as a progressive brother. Why know my story as a person who lost a job fight for reparations on Bernie Sanders campaign and then give you props for it and then go on this video because you see Ben Dixon got a couple of clicks and you gonna start talking about me?
Because anyway, let me stop. I don't want to make it worse. Tim, no, he don't. Anyway, let me not.
Man,
keep me humble.
Whatever you got, let's check this out. I'm gonna be honest. Whatever you got, Ben, going on with Tim, that's between y'all two, right?
Me and Tim, cool. Listen, me and Tim have had ups and downs on political ideology and issues. But every time we ever met up, we always hung out. We hung out in Maryland and DC. We hung out in South Carolina. I like Tim. I don't know what Tim is on in this clip. Let's listen.
350,000 views. How that happen? So before we get into that, we're going to put a pin in that portion of it. We're going to put a pin in it. And I want you to know that I'm not saying that because no one's allowed to get viewership, man. You know, come on, guys. I had a 250,000 video happen about a month ago, but that was all me, man. That's off the muscle. And I put out content a lot.
What would you put?
Sound like
So when I saw this video, 300 something, over 300, about 350,000 views, I said, I got to see this. And the title of it is, TYT Contributor Quits on There. That's what it was.
He started this video out by saying he saw how many views it got.
Yeah.
I want to point this out. If Tim Black wakes up tomorrow and makes a video that has 200 million views,
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to celebrate him.
like, bro,
Come on,
well
man.
done, my guy. Well done. Because
Facts.
I support you. I support you as a brother.
I was just shocked that anyone watches you, Ben. You are not. You are broke man's Eddie Glide with a lot less rhetorical ability. You've been handed shows and opportunities and help from all types of entities with power and pull. You never built anything really on your own, and you still fuck it up because it's you. And I hope you listen to this. You should not be doing content. Okay? That's my opinion, bro. So be clear. That's not hate. That's my opinion. So when I saw you did a video that went very viral, I knew you had help. And I bet if I took time, sort of like with you in the Bloomberg video that did very well, I know them boys gave you that story. I know Clipperstein and them dudes hit you. They came to me first. Then they went to you. They felt it would be better to bring down Bloomberg for his racist comments about stop and frisk if they used a black man. I'm way too risky. So they chose the safe Negro, you. That's part of the reason why I don't F with you. There are other reasons, we'll get to them. I don't have beef with Mr. Robinson. I disagree with Mayor. I think that the TYT is garbage. If you guys become a new TYT, I don't know if I'd be happy for you, right? Because look, here's the thing, guys. This is the problem. And this is something you said, Marcus, and I want to clear this up for you because I think it's a fundamental problem we have in our black politics. I care more about the substance of the content than I care about the color of the person making the content. You being black does not mean you have a politics that helps black people. You guys said some things like, I was hating on y'all because y'all black and we competition like crabs in the barrel. And I want you three to know, I don't hate on black people, I love black people. I love them so much, I want them out of the burning building, which is called the Democrats. You cut your teeth making money, bringing people into the Democratic Party.
Black Male Voter Project, all these organizations that are down here on the ground that are working and have been working for the past few years. You match that with the amount of ineptitude and hot messness that is the Republican Party's campaign for Senate here in Georgia, and we might actually see a win.
We totally are unaligned when it comes to politics. Ben Dixon can't find enough soapboxes to dance on for Democrats.
Absolutely have to pause and salute all of the wonderful woke white folks who have been in my mentions nonstop, letting it be known that, yeah, they're woke and they're proud of it.
And claims this moral high ground for Democrats. Horrible. Benign neglect policies, kente cloth and kneeling, and George Floyd is a thing, deflecting from actual policy that helps black people. I am less concerned that you are black and want to do whatever with TYT, and if you're successful, then I'm concerned about anybody putting out a message that helps black people. That's my focus. That's more important to me. That's when you got me totally mixed up. Marcus Ferrell, we've talked maybe 5, 6 times, 10 times over the course of 12 years. But okay, let's say me and you are great friends. You didn't call me when my daughter died, when my dad died, you didn't even know. Did you know? Maybe you did text me, DM me. Maybe, did you? I don't even remember. Dude, we ain't that tight. I will recall these things. Look, man. Look, dog. I don't have nothing against you, Marcus. Nothing. I just think that you are a political operative. Maybe your politics has changed. Okay, this is about politics. It's not about you as a human being, as a man. Do you love your children? Are you a responsible citizen? Do you walk your doggy? Do you pick up after him after he takes a dump on your neighbor's property? We hate that, by the way. Yeah, like we don't know, like it's not about any of that. This is strictly politics. Marcus Ferrell says, Tim Black, don't lump me with political thirst traps opinions. We all have different opinions. We're all men. We have different ways of looking at things. My bad, Marcus. I apologize. I put out a tweet, said, okay, if that's the case, you're saying you're not a common supporter. You said, hey, look, Tim, I'm not a common supporter. You need to look at my Twitter timeline. Okay, now I got to look at Twitter timelines. Dog, when you were on my show 2 years ago, what'd you say about Kamala Harris? Lucky for me, I have the video.
The reason why I brought it up, brother, was not to put him on the hot seat, but more to talk about a question that Charlamagne asked him. He asked him how you thought Kamala and Joe Biden were doing so far, and Bakari gave him a score. He said, B-. I said, damn, that's high. B minus because they both went on to say that there was a lot of promises made to the black community and that the Biden administration up to this point hasn't fulfilled those promises. I'm like, then how the hell you get somebody a B minus if they ain't turning in work assignments? Like if you ain't turning all your assignments, the best you can do is a D. And that's kind of being charitable. Like that's kind of nice. So, I mean,
What's your grade? What you
that's where I'm at. Where are you on Biden and Harris with that question of what kind of grade would you give them at this point?
Okay, y'all people gonna hate this.
Now remember this, guys. Remember, I asked Marcus Ferrell that question because Charlamagne asked Makari Sellers that question. That's the setup. It's not me trying to destroy guests, which is why I don't like bringing friends on my shows anymore. Because from now on, I won't be nice to friends. I will pick you apart even if you are a friend. That's the deal. That's what I got to do. But I did not bring Ferrell on here to trip him up. Here goes his response.
Okay, y'all people gonna hate this, especially y'all super progressive folks. I give Joe Biden a D. I give Kamala Harris a B+.
He gave Kamala Harris a B+. When I said, Marcus Ferrell, that you are a Kamala supporter, that you three guys, the three stooges are Kamala supporters, and they talking shit about me on their live stream, it's going to be nasty work, but I'll deal with it on my next live stream. That's why I said it. I don't know what you put in your timeline while she was running, bro. Maybe you said, I'm sure I'll take you at your word, bro, but in 2022, you were giving her a B+, and you explained yourself.
I give Senator Harris a B+.
Wow.
Yep, I will. And let me tell you why. Because y'all forget America, man. This is a black woman working for a white man. Still.
You use the black card. She don't have no power. What can we expect from her? She is just a black woman working for a white guy. What can she do? The same old time shit that people say about Democrats all the time. If it's not that, it's going to be, well, they don't have Senate. Or they don't have the House. Or they got Joe Manchin. Or Kirsten Sinema. Or the wind blew. Or a dog peed on a tree. Or a squirrel couldn't find a nut. It will always be something. I gave you a pass on that show. Because to me, she got a D right along with Joe. Because she had a platform where she could have been building up for black Americans all this time. Vice presidents have rank. They have name recognition. They have the power of the White House that they can use as a backdrop to hold press conferences. Why wasn't she doing podcasts? Why did she do a weekly show? Bernie, as a senator, had a show he did with Tom Hartman every other week or some shit. Lunch with Bernie, where he talked about important shit. Why Kamala wasn't doing that for black folks while she was vice president? Name recognition, public shaming, ability to use the media, the bully pulpit. These things are what she had at her disposal. So that's why, Marcus Ferrell, I said you were a Kamala supporter because you're hanging out with two Kamala supporters. Y'all do a show together. And you said you got a B+. You didn't even say B minus, dog. And there's nothing about Kamala Harris where she deserves a B. I don't even know how that letter got in there. Okay. My issues with Ben Dixon, they extend so far. Not only are the white progressives been using him as a safe Negro, and he's been very accepting of that. I mean, what black man works with David Pakman? What black man goes from Dr. Boyce Watkins carrying his lunch to working with David Pakman?
I almost forgot to mention Sean King. You work with Sean King, too. Boy, you wild boy, man.
Huh? Can I rest my case? Can we be done here? Okay. When we were in South Carolina, because you brought up, when I'm with Tim in person, everything's been fine. It's sort of like you were implying that I'm doing this for show. Like I disagree with y'all publicly for show, for clicks and views. Dog, I don't want your followers. I don't want your audience. I'm on black shit. I'm worried about black issues. Anybody who tolerates your nonsense about the Democrats is not focused on black people. They can't be. Because those things do not align at all. You may be black men, but your priorities, black people take a second seat to the priorities of the party. You push the priorities of the party before black people's issues. That's what you have to do to maintain a status within the Democratic Party. And not only as a voter, but as a commentator, as an influencer, as somebody like you, Ben, who's been chasing the career ladder, hoping to get more and hoping to expand your career all these years. Ben, you remember when we were in South Carolina, we did a live stream. We were there because we were covering Bernie Sanders in the South Carolina primary. When they all dropped out and shitted on Bernie, when Clyburn gave that shit to Bernie, remember that? Yeah, Ben, I still got that tape. Ben supporters, if any are watching. Ben Dixon defended Jim Clyburn. I didn't bring it up. I was nice, Tim, then. It was brought up by a viewer on the live stream who started shitting on Clyburn, and you jumped in to defend James, hands look like cups, taking pharmaceutical money. Jim Clyburn, destroyer of progressive, anything that you say you care about, you defended this dude. Don't believe me? Because Tim will say anything for views. Run the tape.
I don't know what the fuck.
Trump doing to Alex Jones.
Clyburn sold out the youth of America. I don't think he sold out the youth of America. I think he did what he felt was best for America.
I think Clyburn like pharmaceutical money. He just takes more pharmaceutical money than
I had a chance to meet him. I met him today. Had a chance to speak.
See how Ben tried to talk over my point about Clyburn and the pharmaceutical money? That was intentional, not an accident. Let me replay this for you. See, Ben does stuff like this, and he thinks no one notices. He's like the roach that's crawling when you cut on the lights and it freezes like it's invisible. Don't you know I can see you? That's you, Ben Dixon. I think like pharmaceutical money. He just takes more pharmaceutical money than
I had a chance to meet him. I met him today. Had a chance to speak with him, and I really believe he believes what he said. He's just wrong. That's it. Like, there are people who really believe what they say.
No, these people are corrupt, Ben, and you are falling in line with them. They are corrupt. They use their positions in order to amass wealth. They mean no good for the black community. Any commentator that wants to wrap themselves in blackness and talk as if, it's nice you guys will curse and say things that have current slang and you are thirst trapping. But it seems very thirsty when you are trying to keep your foot in the door with the neoliberals, with the sellouts. Clyburn is the poster child for selling out black people. And you have this damaging clip of you defending this Negro. And you'll say, you're going your live stream as if this shit don't exist. You were there when we recorded it. My friend of mine, my cousin, sitting in the back, listening to you. He ain't even on politics like that. He was like, what the fuck is wrong with your boy? Anyone who would defend Clyburn, Jim Clyburn? Yeah, so I've drawn certain conclusions about your political ideology, not based on thin air, not based on hate. I didn't even give you the business here, live.
They're just fucking wrong, and he's wrong. That's it.
I think $1 million worth of pharmaceutical money makes somebody change their opinion.
But I mean, that will do it too. But I also think I don't think he changed his mind because of the pharmaceutical money. I think he believes in the same thing South Carolina believes in. South Carolina believes in traditional Democratic establishment politics.
And why do they believe in traditional Democratic politics? Because it's not enough of us. It's not enough of radicalized, and when I say radical, it's just people not standing for the status quo. People that are revolutionary enough to push back against the Democratic Party, inform them, and lead them out of the burning house. You're not going to do it. You're going to instead do everything you can to pick up a bag within the burning house. And you'll be good, and they won't be. It is the epitome of being a sellout, Ben Dixon. When you say, hey, I know this guy's full of shit, but everybody in South Carolina is full of shit. So what's he going to do? He's supposed to educate them and lead them. That's what leaders are supposed to do, and you excuse them. We do a live stream simultaneously, not just on my channel. What'd you do with your clip, Ben? You took your clip down and hid that motherfucker. That's what you did, Ben. Now, that ain't the only thing. Remember back in 2017 when we said we're going to go on each other's channels, we helping each other grow? I put you on my channel, and it took you 5 years to bring me on yours? You kept coming up with excuses. Why? What was the excuse, Ben? Am I a bad guest? Am I boring when I speak? Would your audience not know who I am and be like, who's this black dude? I believe you didn't bring me on your show, though I fulfilled my obligation. It took 5 years for you to fulfill yours because you didn't want me to say anything that was damaging to those people that help you survive. No one's been helping me survive, Ben Dixon. Not David Packman, not the Ring of Fire, not TYT, not Klippenstein, Substack. None of them have helped me survive. I've been surviving, and I can say the last 4 years off of a considerable black fan base. And those people detest the Democratic Party. They understand that in its current form, it will not do the bidding, the support, or the upliftment of black community. They've accepted that. They wish it was another way. It's not another way. We need to demolish that shit. We have an opportunity to do so. I know you're not going to assist in that. That's my problem. You want to be TYT and you will continue their progressive gibberish. You will not move to the black. You will not move to common sense, where they're on shit that people care about, off this pronoun shit, and on the things that people care about, like food on the table, bread and butter issues. Stop letting the Democrats use our pain and suffering in order to help white women, because that's what they've been doing, while pitting us against conservatives, blaming us, blaming black people, using black people as the impetus for all this shit they do, but rewarding white women and immigrants while pitting conservatives against us, which keeps a perpetual cycle of violence, frustration, anger, hate, back and forth with help from the media. Is that making any sense to anybody? Anybody understand? That is a diabolical scheme being orchestrated, perpetuated by the Democratic Party. And Ben Dixon supports it. And Mayor Robinson supports it. Marcus, I'm going to give you a pass on that. I don't know what you support. We clear. We making sense, man? So this is a political thing. Before I end, there's a couple things. Let me go to my notes. There's a couple things I want to point out that I think are important. I don't know when you said it. I was just told that you went out to Tariq Nasheed and you went after the Black Authority. First of all, let me say, I've only had one interaction with Tariq. It was many years ago. It was right after I went on the Dr. Phil show. I called into his show, so I was a viewer of the Tariq Nasheed show. I asked Tariq, did I do the right thing when I did not go after that sister on the Dr. Phil show? That was it. That was he said some things. I don't know if he knew that I did not use Dr. Phil's platform to eviscerate that sister. I talked to some brothers when I was in Cali and said, hey, they sent me here to be a hatchet man. And I decided not to do it. That is the extent of my interaction with Tariq Nasheed. I've never interacted with the Black Authority. But I'll say this. Tariq Nasheed and the Black Authority, they both put Black people first. They recognize that anything that we need as a Black community will not be received through the Democratic Party in its current form. They recognize the only way we'll ever get anything out of the Democrats is through forcing them by bringing them to the brink of destruction, if not total destruction of their party. They recognize that, okay? Tariq and Black Authority realize the issues that matter to Black people will not be addressed by the Democratic Party. After all this time, the Three Stooges still haven't figured that out? Come on. It's not about the color of the commentator. It's about if their political narratives empower the people or do they empower a shit political party? That's the question. So I don't know exactly what was said about Tariq Nasheed and what was said about Black Authority, but my audience is more aligned with those two gentlemen because those two brothers are, at least we agree that the Democrats ain't the answer. We may not agree on much, but we agree the Democratic Party is not the answer for what ails the Black community. I would say it's not the answer for what ails America. I go that far too. My other point I want to make, when 90% of media, and I'm including cable news, talk shows, late night TV, and even print media, are amplifying a singular political party and its candidates, if you are determined to change that system, who should be your priority? Who should your primary critique be for? Once again, when 90% of media is amplifying a particular political party and its candidates, if your intention is to change this country, who should your critique primarily be for? I think that's a very basic question that has a very simple answer. It's very clear to me that those who choose to throw in with that political party, the Democrats, are seeking the incentives for doing so. I want to take you back to 2016. We're in Philadelphia. It is 99 degrees. It is during the DNC convention. We were covering it. A number of independent Black, white, all types of folks were there for independent media covering it. Ben Dixon saw me there. I was popular. I spoke at a number of rallies there in 2016. You didn't, Ben. That's not the point, though. The point is, after a night of walking up and down and filming and all this disturbances that were going on because a number of the protesters realized it was a protest outside of DNC, they realized that they were not allowing Bernie people, the voices to be heard. They wouldn't even allow Nina Turner to speak. It was anger by the people. They were pissed. We were all sweating buckets and it was raining. It was so hot. It was humid. It was raining. It was hot. It was 2, 11, 12 at night. We're all walking with our stupid cell phones, taking video clips. We're outside of a hotel. We figure let's get something to drink before we make the trek back to the cars so we can go back to our hotel rooms. Ben Dixon, you said, hold on a second, guys. We going in this hotel? You said, hold on a second. And we all stood there. What'd you do, Ben? What'd you do, Ben? What'd you do? You took the time to go in your truck when it was 90-something degrees, hot, humid, sticky, nasty, 12 o'clock at night after walking with protesters. You took the time to go into your car, in the trunk of your car, to get out a blazer because you said media people may be inside. We all looked at you like you was a goddamn fool. Michael Salomon and I just shook our heads. I don't know what Michael was thinking, but I know what I was thinking. What a goofy. I was thinking, fuck those media people. They're all corporate media assholes. They're playing safe. They're not here for the people. And you wanted to impress them. You wanted to fit in with them. You wanted to appear professional. That's you, Ben. Don't open your mouth to say this is about petty grievances. It's because you are that guy. And that's who you are, Pastor Ben. And it's not a good look. That's not a person that's going to fight tooth and nail for black people. That's not a person that's going to wallop this damn political party system to shake it to its core and shake out of it, grab it by its neck and shake out of it policies that benefit us by any means necessary. That's not that guy. You're not that guy. And honestly, one thing that's true about you, don't put yourself out to be that guy. But I also, so it's not a major problem that we differ politically. The problem is you're also the type of guy, I think, who shits on other people. You would literally tell another person, fuck Tim Black. I believe you're a person who went, unlike Marcus Ferrell, I don't know Mayor Robinson, but I believe you're the type of person to say, well, you don't want Tim. He's a live wire. He's a loose cannon. If you're ever in a room with those white people and my name comes up. That's my impression. It just is. You can deny it and say, no, I would support anybody who would do anything. No, you wouldn't steal anybody's ideas. You would copy anyone, Ben. You would applaud while you were taking notes to try to reproduce what they did. That's you. You don't think we see you? Maybe it's not accurate for me to call you guys the Three Stooges. Maybe it's not. We got one guy who's a mayor, and he was elected by the people. So that's different, right? We got another guy who says he's an independent. He's not even a Democrat. He's worked for other Democrats. He said he didn't support Kamala Harris, but he thought she did a good job as a senator or as a vice president. He's worked with other political campaigns. And we got Ben Dixon, somebody who never seems like who's a big Elizabeth Warren fan. Oh, God, come on, dude. Really? I don't want your audience. I could not get your audience because even if they like this video, they're not going to like what I'm going to say later. I figured it out. There is no stealing. There is no jockeying for position. Yes, we can all subscribe and find whatever. It ain't about that, bro. It's about I'm seriously committed to fighting for Black America. I'm seriously committed for that shit. And this is what it looks like for me.